How's it going, Regs and the Men of Sports fam? You are watching another episode of Redbird Restoration, the March to October series, another Ruckus and the Menace sports production. And we are 16-1 going into Game 18 against the 8-9 Houston Astros, and we are 2 outs away from putting this one away. Burleson with a multi-home run game and 3 RBI. And Walker with a home run and 2 RBI puts us at a 5-4 lead. And Ryan Helsley has taken the mound. First pitch to Jose Altuve is a strike. The 0-1 to Altuve, swing and a miss. And the 0-2 is fouled off by the 5'7" second baseman. And here's a fly ball. And the 97 speed Jeremy Pena does not go, as the center fielder Walker has that right there ready to go. 2 out. Tying run in scoring position. Helsley deals to Mauricio Dubon a 101-mile-an-hour high cheese for strike 1. Strike 2 on the slider to Dubon. Dubon on the 0-2 takes a slider outside. 1-2. Swings and fouls off the fastball. And then swinging and missing on the 12-6 curve, the Cardinals hold on, and Helsley gets his 8th save, and it is 16 in a row for the Redbirds. Following the series sweep with the Astros, $18 in a row, and we open up with the Braves. A morale-boosting win. We're tied at 2. In the bottom of the 7th, Ryan Fernandez on the mound with Allen and Tromp, and Christian on base, and Christian Cairo is in the batter's box. 7th inning stretch, 1 out, and Cairo dealing and swing and a miss on the bunt attempt. And the dirt ball following the bunt attempt. A wild pitch puts the runners in scoring position. And freezing Cairo looking. Strike 3. And Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yep, that ball went out.
Acuna's only hitting 208 with RISP. High fly ball, center field. Walker with just enough speed to get there. And the 7th inning will come to the end. And Atlanta does not score, and Fernandez gets out of a jam. We're still tied at 2 after 7 complete. And Alec Burleson digs into the batter's box against Pierce Johnson in the top of the 8th. Rain falling at Truist Park. And there is a high fly ball. Deep right field and gone. Burleson. Get up, baby, get up. Oh, yeah, home run. His 5th of the year. And the Cardinals now take a 3-2 lead. And Nolan Arenado digging into the batter's box. And this shot is nothing short of a beauty. 394 feet, and it launched like a rocket 108 miles an hour, 18-degree launch angle, so it was on a line. Arenado takes a ball that probably should have been a strike, but the strike zone calling in a little tight, and it is 1-0. The 1-0 to the third baseman, chopper right to second. The throw is there to Olsen for out number 1. Ivan Herrera digs into the batter's box. Herrera is 1 for 3 on the day.
Ball 1.
And another ball on the inside black that just was not called. 1-0 to the Cardinals catcher, who swings on the next pitch, and it is a line out to center. 2 away. Jordan Walker digs into the batter's box. He's hitting .321 with a homer in the last game, being his only home run of the season. But he hits a nice ball into the gap. Acuna and Harris are split, and it is a double for the Cardinals center fielder. His 8th of the season. And this shot just is a beauty. The speedy Acuna unable to get there, and Michael Harris was even on his horse, but it was too far away. Mason Wynn digging into the box, and this is a blooper into a trouble spot, but Acuna, the speedy Acuna, gets there, and the top of the 8th is done. Alec Burleson proving to be the biggest difference maker in the top of the 8th with this shot to right center field, and the Cardinals have a 3-2 lead. Michael Harris digs into the batter's box. The Cardinals are working out the pen. And this shot from Fernandez is a strike on the fastball to Michael Harris. Harris will swing and miss at the slider. And the count is 0-2. Harris will take a cut at the cutter and foul it off. The 0-2. A backdoor slider does not fool the Braves center fielder, fouling it off. The high fastball misses upstairs, and then going with the high-low on the fastball, fouling it away. Count 1-2 still. The 1-2 to Harris takes another cut and a cutter. Gonna try another high-low with the cutter, missing.
2 strikes.
And the count is even at 2. The slider. Cut. Foul ball. And Harris is unable to check on the fastball. In on the hands. Strike 3. And that is out number 1. Marcell Ozuna digs in. And a strike.
0-1's the count.
Marcell Ozuna has hit better against left-handed pitching, but he takes this fastball up high for a ride, but the ball is foul. And he cut on and missed at the cutter just inside for strike 3. Matt Olson digging into the batter's box. Takes a cut of the slider and fouls it off straight back to the catcher. 0-1, and another ball is fouled off. The count is 0-2. The slider. High cutter is fouled away. That cutter just does not cut back. The count's 1-2. And he swings and misses at the low cutter. And the 8th inning will come to a close for the Braves. And the Cardinals still hang on to a 3-2 lead. Joe Jimenez. Now pitching for the Braves. And Lars Nootbaar is digging into the batter's box. 1 for 3 on the day. Jimenez deals.
That's a
And
ball.
that is a 4-seam fastball up high.
1-0.
For ball 1. Aaron Bummer and Anderson Pilar are warming up for the Braves in the pen. Jimenez dealing the 1-0 to Nootbaar. And Nootbaar will swing and miss at the slider downstairs. And the count is even at 1. Jimenez deals. Nootbaar sending an Oppo taco shot to left field down the line roughly. And it will be a stand-up double. His 7th of the year on the double. And this taco shot just lands just out of the range of Marcell Ozuna. Beautifully placed. Brendan Donovan digs in. He's 0 for 4 on the day. And this ball is through for a base hit up the middle. Harris throwing, play at the plate, not in time. Nootbaar is scored on the RBI single from Brendan Donovan, and the Cardinals' lead is now 2 on this single up the gut. Wilson Contreras now digging in. And he will swing and miss at the slider outside. And the count is 0-1. Jimenez dealing the 0-1 to Contreras. That is hanging, but it is popped up. Contreras getting a little too far underneath of that. And this ball just drops and dies. We got 2 runners. And we have a double play. Why in the world am I having runners do that? And Nolan Gorman digs in. And we swing and miss at a high fastball. Count 0-1. What are we doing here? And Gorman, oh, the third baseman gets eaten alive, and he's safe. It is ruled a base hit, as it is not routine for the third baseman to have to go across his body. Burleson, last inning, just smoked one to right center field for a home run to give the Cardinals the lead. He's up again in the batter's box. And he taking another one for a ride. Michael Harris at the track makes the grab, and we are now in the bottom half of the 9th inning. This Brendan Donovan RBI single up the middle with the throw to the plate not in time gives the Cardinals a 4-2 lead. And the Cardinals are ready with Ryan Helsley at the mound. And Brian De La Cruz digging into the batter's box.
Ball 1.
A 103-mile-an-hour fastball from Helsley missing.
Ball 2.
And that is ball 1. Then the slider down. Missing for ball 2. A little settle him down fastball for strike 1. And then the painter. Painting the corner for strike 2.
I got 3 and 2.
And that 12-6 curve does not get there. The count is full, and then De La Cruz frozen on the 100-mile-an-hour fastball rope from Helsley, and there is one down. Orlando Arcia digs in, and he gets a hold of the fastball, but it hooks just way too much for a foul ball. The high fastball coming in there for strike 2. And getting way in front of that curveball is Arcia. He strikes out swinging. And the Braves are down to their final out, who is none other than Nick Allen. Fastball on the inside dime for a strike. A slider that just would not slide for ball 1. A slider that now has a lot of slide.
2 strikes.
And it caused Allen to swing and miss, and the count is 1-2. After fouling off a 4-seam fastball, the count remains at 1-2. The curveball sails just a little high on the 12-6. Stayed a little bit closer to 12 than going down to the 6. And the count is 1-2. The 1-2, swing and a miss on the high cheese. 102 on the gun. And the Cardinals will come away with a 4-2 victory. Helsley picking up save number 11. Morale continuing to set at an all-time high for the St. Louis Cardinals. And we get to look and see who we may want to call up. And we've got 3 that potentially can, that were sitting at AAA. We have Lucan Baker. He currently is batting .287 with 3 home runs and 10 RBI. And that's at first base. But we get to look at our rotation here. That's Wilson Contreras at first. He's currently at an overall 66. We have no secondary positions on him. He's probably our best potential guy, but I don't know if this is the right time for us to bring him up from Memphis. Not that we can't do it, but it's more so just, are we sending down Sagesi for it and having to resort to possibly having him be a little more of a bench player there in our corner, in our corner infield slot, while there are times we could put Wilson Contreras behind the plate. He is a secondary position catcher. Then we have Matt Koperniak, who, he's hitting decently, but 237? That's a little low. And Jose Fermin, a shortstop, but we've already got Mason Wynn. Who's playing well enough over there. I mean, Jordan Walker's fine, but we do not have a player that we are really absolutely comfortable with fast-tracking at the moment. And now we have an opportunity to face the Cincinnati Reds. 25-3. The Cardinals have just said, we're just going to put the pedal to the metal early. The foot on the gas and not leaving it off. And it is 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Fernandez on the mound with Matt McClain in the batter's box. Can the Cardinals hang on? Mikolas, 5,280 feet, puts up 6 1/3 innings pitched. Jordan Walker with a double and a home run already in this game as the key players. Matt McClain. And Helsley is ready in the pen. Fastball there, and it catches the black for strike one. Fernandez putting a slider there that McLean swings and misses for strike two. And then McLean getting a piece of the cutter. Foul ball. McLean getting a cut on that fastball. Foul ball. Front door slider just slides over a little too far. Foul ball. And he wanted that. He wanted that fastball, but froze up, but it landed in the strike zone, counting pretty much as a backward K, even if he didn't even swing at it to move the K forward. And Ellie De La Cruz is in the batter's box, and that backdoor cutter sits perfectly for strike one. A four-seam fastball, high cheese in the hands. Counts 0-2. And swing and a miss at the slider down. 2 away. And the Cardinals are 4 outs away from adding another win to the column. Jamer Candelario. And there's a slider cutter into the gap, base hit. And Donovan quickly able to get there as Gorman gets to receives the ball from the throw. And Stuart Fairchild is the pinch runner.
Nope, ball.
Tyler Stevenson will take a fastball low for a ball. And there is a high, towering pop fly. Mason Wynn right there underneath of it will end the 8th inning on the pop out. Top of the 9th, the Cardinals have an opportunity to add a little bit of insurance. They lead 3-2 after 8. And Tony Santillan is now pitching for the Big Red Machine. And Santiago Espinal is now playing third base. Stepping in 2 for 3 on the day is Nolan Arenado. Arenado with a pair of singles. And Santillan is set to deal. And a slider swing and a miss from Arenado. And he is ahead, 0-1. Santillan deals the 0-1 to Arenado, and that is hung over the plate. Arenado hits it clean, but it is a line out to the center fielder, TJ Friedel, for out number 1. Pedro Pajes, the catcher in this situation, digs into the batter's box. Santillan sends a fastball that Friedel sends the other way, and the other way, I mean oppo field, for a base hit. Jordan Walker digs in, and he lets up on a slider that is breaking way outside for a ball. The 1-0 to Walker. And that is hanging over the plate. And he gets this down. That's good for extra bases. And it will be a sliding double for the Cardinals center fielder. His 11th of the season. On a beautiful shot that he just was able to turn on and get past Jake Fraley down into the corner. And now Mason Wynn digs into the batter's box. A deep fly ball should be able to send the runner home. And is this going to be deep enough? They're going to try for it. Two away, the throw is offline and the run will come in. A sacrifice fly for Mason Wynn to bring in the runner. And Michael Ciani digs into the batter's box. Santillan deals. And that is a fastball on the outside corner that Ciani just could not touch. And the count is 0-1. Santillan is dealing. And a slider that Ciani gets a piece of, but fouls it off. The count's 0-2. And Ciani fouling off yet another high fastball. Count 0-2. Santillan way ahead. And the slider breaking too far inside Ciani's hands. Ciani takes. And it is now a 1-2 count. The 1-2 to Ciani. Ciani will continue to battle. Fouling off the slider, getting just in front of it. The 1-2. And there is a nice, high, towering ball deep into the gap, and it is gone! A 2-run home run! Get up, baby, get up! Oh, yeah, home run for the Redbirds as Ciani hits his first of the year on a bouncer off the top of the wall. And the Cardinals have a 6-2 lead. This towering shot, a little unexpected for the Cardinal fielder. And Tito is bringing in the hook, telling Santillan he's done for the day. But who does Tito bring in? Sam Maul will be the answer to that question. And they are going to put Ryan Helsley in a ready and waiting situation. And the Cardinals are going to get Jojo Romero ready to go. And there is a high sweeper from Maul as Brendan Donovan prepares to take his cuts and dig into the batter's box with a 1-0 count. And there's Donovan on a nice high towering flip on the left. Fraley is there. And the inning in the top of the ninth will come to a close. Michael Ciani just getting all over this fastball, and he just tattoos it off the top of the wall to right center field, off the top of the wall for a home run. And now Romero enters the game. He's got Helsley ready and waiting, but Helsley is not set for that save situation, and TJ Friedel has that there for strike one. A foul ball on the slider, and the count's 0-2. The 0-2 to Friedel. And the fastball is fouled away. Count 0-2. And frozen on the high cheese. Turn that K backwards. That's a strikeout as well. Looking. And there's one out. Change up for a strike. Oh, the door's open
2 strikes
on that slider. The count's 0-2. And there is a pulled shot right to Contreras. And the Cardinals are down to their final out. Christian Encarnacion is the hitter. Encarnacion strand. Oh!
0-1.
That is that was nearly a sword, because that just looked like a bad swing. Oh, that sword!
0-2.
As that swing just looked foolish, and it's an 0-2. Sword! Strike 3! Swinging. He went down at least the good way, but the Cardinals take a 6-2 victory. Jordan Walker, the player of the game for this one, 4 for 4 with a home run and 2 doubles. A huge game for the Cardinals center fielder. And the Cardinals continue to roll. And we have a trade offer set. Our first major decisions. Adrian Morjan. Let's look at our pen here. Let's look at our pen. We have a lot of lefties. Morjan could be good. And we would be giving up just a trio of prospects that are not high on our potential radar. So this might be something we look into. The Orioles. This just looks like a deal that is super cheap for a Triple-A prospect. But let's see how this player is doing this season. He's 1-1 with 8 saves in Norfolk. Look, 3.12 ERA. Looks like that would be just middle relief help. I mean, it upgrades our pen. I mean, that's an upgrade to the pen. And then Mickey Moniak. Ugh, I don't like that deal. I don't like that deal at all. So I actually am going to take I think in this situation here, do I get the aging reliever? Or do I go younger and get rid of more? Chase Davis is in 2 of the deals. How is he doing in Double-A right now? I would like to hang on to him, actually, at this point. How is he playing? He's doing okay. I am actually going to trade him away. We are going to accept the Orioles deal. We are going to adjust our rotation, and we are dropping... We're going to drop John King. Well, John King... let's see. 193. We kind of use him sparingly. Libertor. I think Libertor, is more in a positive attribute space. King is also in a positive attribute space. Zach Thompson. Oh, wow, Zach Thompson's in a good place, too. Ryan Fernandez. Fernandez is doing great. I mean, what's bad? I think we might... Oh, yeah, we're actually going to... I honestly think we need to send him down. But Brian Baker is doing great here. Do I have a call-up send-down? I don't have a call-up send-down option. But we pick up a pitcher. We now have a game against the Mets. We're down 2. We've got 2 runners on and 1 out. Pages is up to bat. Mikolas had a little bit of a rough go this time around. Arenado 3 for 4 with a triple. And now Pages digs into the batter's box. And there's a shot. It's down. We're going to send a runner in. And the tying run is 90 feet away from the plate as Pages puts in an RBI single on a weakly hit ball. It ain't the prettiest thing, but sometimes it is the piece enough that matters. Michael Ciani now digs into the batter's box. 0 for 4 on the day, but can he get a shot to the outfield when it matters most? He takes a fastball or a curve circle changeup inside for a ball. The count's 1-0. The 1-0 to Ciani. Oh, that's a ball through the dot. Like, up the, pretty much right down Broadway. He hits it up the middle, coming back from whence it came. A base hit, and this game is tied. Pretty much leaving that ball down Broadway, and he sends it back from whence it came. And Minter struggling. And here comes the hook. And now it is Danny Young, another left-handed pitcher, coming into the lineup with Brendan Donovan leading the way.
That's a ball.
And a sweeper setting way high for ball 1. A cutter, just a little too high. Ball 2, the umpire calls. The 2-0 to Donovan from Young is left hanging. Uh-oh, this is a blooper, but it is caught. 2 away. And Wilson Contreras now enters the game in the batter's box. Young deals, and Contreras just gets the top of the barrel, or the bottom of the barrel onto it, and that's a foul ball. Young ahead, 0-1. And just a little bit of barrel. This time it was a little more off toward the handle, and the count is 0-2. The 0-2, and there's a sweeper that just breaks way too far inside. 1-2 is the count. 1-2 to Wilson Contreras. And that's a sinker that just drifts too far away. And the count is even at 2. The 2-2 to Contreras is on the way. And he swings and misses at a sinker that just sunk way too far down. Strike 3. And the Cardinals are not able to take the lead, but they even the score at 7 apiece. Top of the 9th, Jesse Winker is in the batter's box, and Leahy fires a fastball up high for strike 1. Winker has hit better against right-handed pitching. There's a ball that just gets a little past the shortstop. Mason Wynn for a base hit. Pages is in center field. And the pitch. The slider is there for a strike. The sweeper makes it way ahead, 0-2. Juan Soto is a triple shy of the cycle. And Soto can go ahead and shuffle back to the dugout as he is frozen on a fastball looking. Nah, he window shopped on that one, and there is one out. Francisco Alvarez. Fouls off a slider following taking a fastball looking, and the count is 1-2. The 0-2 curveball missing high.
1 ball.
Slider missing away, and the count's 1-2. 1-2, and this is a high fly ball. Left field, Donovan is there for out number 2. 2 away and 3 singles for Brandon Nimmo on the day. And a strike on the fastball for Nimmo. And the count is 0-1. He fouls off the sweeper. Count 0-2.
Nope, that's low.
Ooh, a big league take for Nimmo. And he then swings and misses on the low high. Took the changeup for a ball, but then the four-seam fastball that's set up high strikes him out. The side is retired. And now the turnover for the Cardinal lineup goes to the bottom half. And Sean Reed Foley steps in to the batter's box, and Thomas Sagesi, 2 for 4 on the day, is in the batter's box, and he fouls off a fastball. Fouling off another one. It's 0-2 for the Cardinals' second baseman. And that fastball missing way up high for ball 1. The 1-2 to Sagesi. And Sagesi's going to hit a ground ball, and that is fielded, and 6-3 for out number 1. Nolan Arenado, 3 for 4, a triple, 2 singles. And he takes a slider drifting outside for ball 1. Arenado swings and misses at the circle changeup down. And the count is even at 1. And another slider drifting way too far down, swing and a miss. And Arenado is now fallen behind. The fastball missing just a bit outside. And the count is 2-2. And there is a high towering fly ball center field, but it is caught in the gap. For out number 2, Ivan Herrera, the catcher for the Cardinals, now digs into the batter's box. And that is a ball. On a four-seam fastball inside. And there's a shot into the gap. Herrera splits the outfielders, and he's going for extra bases where he will slide in safely for a double. The winning run in scoring position for Mason Wynn. Can he get it done? And that is a slider that he tried to check, but was not able to do anything with it. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1 to win.
1-1.
A slider, a brushback slider. Just did not slide, and the count is even at 1. And Wynn hits a base hit, shallow left field. The throw is offline. The Cardinals win. Mason Wynn with a game-winning RBI single to left field. Another big victory for the Cardinals, taking an 8-7 victory over the New York Mets. And Victor Scott with a home run and 4 RBI on the day, leading the Cardinal comeback, has put the Redbirds in great shape. And there is the potential to fast track Matt Koperniak. But I think we might be... Do we have another center fielder? Yeah, because Pajes doesn't play first, or doesn't play center. So I guess he's Ciani, Victor Scott. I don't have room. I really do not have room for Koperniak, unfortunately. We are going to decline that. And the Washington Nationals are our next opponent. 32-6 Helsley on the mound. C.J. Abrams is at third and Ahmed Rosario at the plate. And the Nationals are in those beautiful looking Cherry Blossom City Connects. Can we get the victory in the district? Helsley throwing a strike on a fastball. And a foul ball on the slider. The 0-2 is a high fly ball. Leap there and no! Helsley blows the save. A dinger from Ahmed Rosario as he went down and got that 12-6 curveball. And the Nationals will walk off on us. Oh no, that curveball hung up. Not exactly where Helsley had that in mind to go. It went to the right center field gap, or left center field gap, and gone. The Cardinals now have lost ground. A tough break. But now, can the Cardinals avoid a major slump? And the Cardinals now will have the 9th inning against the Phillies. The Cardinals have only lost 9 games. They've been on a massive tear, and the Phillies have evened it up. The Cardinals sit at 33-9, 7.5 ahead of the Cubbies, and 10.5 ahead of the Brewers. Digging in is Brennan Donovan against Orion Kirkering.
Ball inside.
And Donovan will take a sinker inside for a ball. The count at 1-0. Runner on first. 1 out. And a 1-1 count to Brendan Donovan. Oh, wow. Why? Why? Why did I even bother to push that button? The count is now 1-2. Following that high sweeper that had no place and being swung at. And this is a pop fly to third base. And for the top half of the ninth, we're down to our final out. And Michael Ciani gets plunked. A 100-mile-an-hour fastball to the elbow. And Alec Burleson digs in, and we unfortunately will go into the bottom of the ninth. Bottom 9. JT Realmuto leading off, and Fernandez will throw a slider down and a fastball inside. We both of them missing for a 2-0 count. Getting the fastball back in rhythm, and the count is 2-1. Realmuto takes a cut on the front door cutter, and the count evens at 2. And he gets a nice rip on that slider, a base hit. And the Phillies have the winning run aboard. Edmundo Sosa takes a fastball for a strike. The cutter. The count's 0-2. There, Arenado. Wow, not even close. That is an error. Arenado not able to make that throw. And the Cardinals are now going to have to resort to Ryan Helsley. Sacrifice bunt scenario. And they are going to get the out at third. Or at second. Trey Turner. Taking the fastball. And the curve where he checked and missed. And now the ground ball is not the only way. Helsley has gotten him to a point where now only the hit would be what would prevent the Cardinals from having another shot. The 1-2 to Johan Rojas. That's a foul ball on a 12-6. He is in front of that.
That's a ball.
Helsley elevates. And a swing and a miss on the curveball. Down and away. And we have free baseball. Heading into the 10th. We're tied at 3. And Matt Strahm, the closer for the Phillies, enters the game. Burleson will be pulled for Lars Nootbaar. Pedro Pages digging in. Takes the slider outside for a ball. Strahm. The 1-0 base hit. And Nootbaar is on his way to the plate. And it is not in time. A close play. But Realmuto was not able to turn around fast enough to make the tag. This beautiful shot up center field results in an RBI. And the Cardinals have a 4-3 lead. Nolan Gorman digs in, and this is a high towering pop fly. Turner right there for out number 1. Nolan Arenado Digs in. He's 3 for 4 on the day. And there is a rip down the left field line. And this is going to be a stand-up double. Ivan Herrera digs in. And this is a high towering pop fly for the second out. Mason Wynn is intentionally walked. Jordan Walker enters the game in the batter's box. 2 away. Bases loaded. A 4-3 lead, and Stram on an 0-1 count fires to Walker, who swings and misses at the slider down. The 0-2 to Walker. And Stram gets out of the jam. Pajes with the go-ahead single. And Nootbaar now moves to left field. Helsley will come out of the game for Joe Romero. And Bryce Harper will take strike 1. Swing and a miss on strike 2. And that ball should have been strike 3. Romero making sure his mental is in check. That's now a full count. The catcher telling him to settle down. And a ground ball on target, but Harper is safe. Harper is safe. A base hit. The tying run 90 feet away. And Romero just having nothing hit. But the 3-0 is a strike. And this is a high fly ball. The Cardinals are still struggling. Kyle Schwarber. Highway robbery. As a couple of pitches that very well should have been strikes in a vacuum proved to be the biggest difference as the Phillies take this one 6-4. And just momentum continues to hurt. Ground lost once again. There's a lot of moments where we could say, this is baseball. But now, as the bat started out white hot, suddenly now, things have started to go cold for the Cardinals. Can we break out of this? Can we break the ice and get back to our winning ways? Find out in the next episode. Until the next one, hugs and hand pounds, everybody.